Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Study Circle. So in this video we will try to cover a topic playing with magnets. Before we start about magnets, let me describe you a small story which is related to playing with magnets. So around 2500 years ago, there lived an old shepherd named as Magnus. He used to take his goats and sheep to the hills for grazing. So he always carried a wooden stick with which had an iron cap on its lower end. So one day, while his goats were grazing, Magnus dipped that stick into the spring of water and poked at the pebbles and stones at the bottom with it. So suddenly he felt as if something is pulling the stick. So when he took it out of the water, he saw a stone stuck to the iron cap. So the stone which Magnus pulled out was called as lodestone, and it is a natural magnet and possesses the property of attracting iron. So here you saw that there is it is a small story which is related to magnet, and here you came to know two most important things. That is, actually the magnet was introduced by a shepherd and his name was Magnus, and second most important thing, the natural magnets are called as lodestones. So the magnets now which are available in the market, they are man-made magnets. So about that we will see later. By the way, when it comes to the properties of magnet, you know that magnet is going to attract the materials which are made up of iron. So there are two types of materials. One is magnetic material and one is non-magnetic material. So about that you are going to study in the further class. By the way, let me come back to the types of magnets. The magnets are classified into two types. They are natural magnet and man-made magnet. Natural magnet is present inside the earth, and when it comes to the magnet which we are using in our daily life, they are nothing but they are man-made magnets. The magnets which we see and use in our daily life possesses different shapes. Some of the usual shape of magnets are shown here. You can see the magnet which is available here. This is called as a ring magnet, and this one is bar magnet. This is a disc magnet, and here you have one more magnet, that is horseshoe magnet. Here you can see all the four magnets are available. Once again, let me repeat it. The first magnet which you are seeing is ring magnet. Above that you have bar magnet. The next down you have disc magnet and horseshoe magnet. So these magnets, when it comes to magnets, these magnets are man-made magnets. Now we will try to cover a topic called as finding materials attracted by the magnet. Now in my hand I have a magnet, and this magnet is bar magnet. So what I am going to do is that we are going to test by using different materials, that which materials are going to be attracted to this magnet. So when it comes to this plastic material, you can see here I have a small rectangular shape plastic small material is available. When I try to place the magnet near to this, you can see it is not being attracted, so it is a non-magnetic material. Now when it comes to, you can see here even a small piece of iron is available. I'll place the magnet near to this iron piece. You can see it is being attracted, so you can say that this material is a magnetic material. I have a brush. I'll try to place the magnet near to the brush, so it is not attracting. It means that this is also a non-magnetic material. Now when it comes to a bolt and a nut which is available here, I will try to place the magnet near to it. You can see it is being attracted. So even this is a magnetic material. And at last I have a 2 rupee coin. Let me see whether it is a magnetic material or not. Let me place the bar magnet near to the coin. You can see even it is being attracted. So even this coin is also a magnetic material. So the materials which attract the magnet, they are called as magnetic materials, and the materials which are not being attracted by the magnet, they are called as non-magnetic materials. So you have activity where you have to separate iron filing from the soil. Now you can see the iron filing is available here. Actually it was separated from the soil. You can see I have a bar magnet in my hand. When I place this bar magnet very near to this, you can see these substances are being attracted to the magnet. See, they are being attracted to the magnet, you can see here. So these are nothing but they are called as iron filings. When it comes to property of attracting iron filing, whether it is going to remain same for all part of the bar magnet. If you see that, then you can see most of the ion filings are being attracted towards the poles. You can see this is north pole and this is south pole, and most of the ion filings are being attracted towards the end of this bar magnet, whereas when it comes to the middle piece, actually the magnet is present down of this paper. You can see here there is a bar magnet which I have placed it. Just I want to see which side of the magnet has a lot of attracting power. So if you see that, you are finding that on both the poles you can see the attracting power is more, but whereas in middle you can see only few part of the ion filing is being attracted. So here we came to know one thing, that the end of the bar magnet attract more ion filing than the middle part of the magnet. So these ends are called as poles of the magnet, and the names of the poles already, as I told you, one is north pole and one is south pole.